Okay, here's the setup. I've been calling these hills here. I've been calling these, I don't know how many times I've called this place. But on the other side of the hills there's a creek. And I can never freaking get a coyote or somebody on a dirt bike. So I came and I took a different route and I set up the opposite. Man, a coyote came booking it over the hills there. I mean, he was full on kill mode, 40 miles an hour. And I turn a barking dog on, nothing. I start screaming at him, nothing. And he went right there. There's the collar. Where the hell is my collar? Somewhere there. Oh, there's the collar right here. 40 yards from me, to my left. And I fired and I missed him right there. And he ran down this hill. And right there, rolled him, baby, with the red dot. I'm shooting the Geisley peanut butter today. Haven't taken it out a minute. And I rolled this coyote, man, with the red dot. I put it about 2.5 feet in front of his face and touched it off. Where have we seen this before? Right here. A big old dog. Male coyote. Yes, sir. Second coyote of the day. The bee is enjoying itself there. Having a little blood. I just missed 2 coyotes half an hour ago. I called, I saw the coyote coming, and he stopped about 80 yards or so, and I got impatient. I knew he was gonna stop in the next clearing, and I fired when he took a step, and he must have dipped enough to miss, and he ran off. Couldn't call him back, and I kept calling because it had only been like 4 minutes, and another coyote showed up 30 yards from me and 10 feet from the collar, looking at the collar. And I have the red dot right here. I have the red dot on his damn chest, and pulling the trigger and nothing's happening. I looked and there's a big mess in the magazine. The cartridges are all messed up, a stovepipe. I'm trying to clear it. Keep pulling the charging handle back, racking it, and rounds are falling out on the floor, and the coyote's looking at me. After the third time of that, he had enough, and he said, no, he ain't friendly, and he took off. Finally got the messed up case out of there. One of my reloads failed because I can't find brass for 6-arc, so I keep reloading the same thing, and when you load them too much, they finally fail. The head separates from the body of the case. So this damn coyote, I had a busted up case in the chamber, so the other one couldn't fit, and I finally got him out of there. And the coyote's running and took a shot, and I missed him by inches, but he still got away. But it's cool. Got the second one of the day here. Well, here we are. Coyote number 2 of the day. Could have been number 4. I called 4. I had a chance at 4. I blew out my chance on number 3. Saw the coyote coming left to right, down from these hills. Pretty thick stuff. The only regret I have today is not bringing the shotgun. All 3 coyotes were in shotgun range. Only one I shot at 80 yards. The first one I shot him at 14 yards. The second one stood there 25 to 30 yards at the most. And this one, I missed the first shot on the run, and I rolled him just below me, maybe 40 yards. Put the red dot on the rifle about 2 feet in front of his face, 2.5 feet or so. I let him and touched it off, punch him, dead center. Rolled him. They all would have been kills with the shotgun, easy. the shotgun I have and the choke I use, Predator choke, it can dump a coyote 60 yards easy. But can't bitch about getting 2 more coyotes. This is lucky number 11 in the last, I think this would be the 4th week since I started hunting deer. I've been hunting coyotes in between, and this is number 11. I'm gonna keep a ledger, see how many I get till the end of the season. But it's been a pretty good year. It was terrible that the coyote stopped about 80 yards, and I got greedy, and he started moving, and I pressed the trigger, and you always never get them. They're once they move out of the side picture, or maybe he dipped and I went over him. But if I could have just waited another 5 seconds, he would have came into the next opening and ran off and didn't come back. And it was only like 3.5 to 4 minutes, so I went back to rabbit, and I kept switching rabbits, puppies, maybe another 2.5 3 minutes, and the coyote came from the right, and he stopped 25 to 30 yards from me. He's looking at the collar. He's literally like 5 to 7 feet from the collar, looking at it. And I put the red dot on him on the chest, and I pressed the trigger. Nothing. I look, and there's a huge mess in the magazine. Stovepipes, all the rounds are mess in there. And I start racking rounds trying to clear it, and the coyote's looking at me. After the 3rd time I pulled this, and it's making a lot of noise. The coyote's only 30 yards away or so, and he figured out that I was no friendly, and he took off running. Finally, I got 1 round in the magazine, or in the chamber again, and he was on the run, and I missed him by inches. Didn't lit him enough, but got away. I was pissed. And what happened was that 6 arc, it's been really hard to find brass, and I've been reloading it, just annealing it, trimming it, reloading it, and one of the cases failed. The head separated from the body, so once the case ripped up, the head, the piece that was broken, it was jamming the chamber there, and it wouldn't let the other rounds go in there. And that's how I got a mess in there, and that cost me the coyote. But I called this dude. I came here, set up on a different, I've been calling here many times, and I can't get a coyote, and it's awesome because there's a creek back there, and I know there's coyotes here. I see their tracks everywhere. And I said, well, I'm gonna do it differently. Instead of going to the creek, I'm gonna go around the high ground and call from here. And man, probably been 4 minutes, 5 minutes at the most. And this dude was coming in kill mode, like stretched out, as fast as a coyote can run, maybe 45 miles an hour, whatever that is. And I hit the hot button on the collar to put a barking dog. Didn't matter, he couldn't hear it or didn't care. His mind was already made up. I started screaming, woo, woo, woo. Nothing. So he came right to the collar and kind of took a bite at the collar like that. And I fired, and I missed him. He was moving, and he dropped off the hill and ran below me. And I led him about 2.5 feet with the red dot. Boom, rolled him. So cool, man. Love it. Doubles on Mondays. I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna go home, get some sleep. I gotta work tonight. Yes, sir. That red dot has been the demise of I don't know how many coyotes now. And this is not the biggest dog, but you can see the noodles below. On the other side is a big mess. This is where it went in, and it just opened up on the other side. Pretty cool. Okay, we'll use this as a teaching moment. I got ahead of myself, and I was calling, and a coyote was coming from left to right, and he stopped under that bush there, but I don't know, 80 yards. And he started moving, and I know better. I fired when he moved, and obviously I missed him. He ran. It's only 4 minutes, nothing. Couldn't call him back, so I switched back to rabbits. And right there in this yellow bush, the coyote came, and the collar's right there. He was about 10 feet from the collar, And I'm pulling the trigger. I got the red dot on him. Nothing. Look at what happened. I dumped the magazine. Here's my rounds. Well, this is what happens when you reload too many times. I had a fail case. One of my reloads. There's the base. And it jumped the shit out of my gun. And I couldn't. That's why it didn't chamber another round. And that's why that coyote got away, man. He was 23 yards maybe. I need to start bringing my shotgun.